Okay. Alright, here's one of your sample questions. We're going to work this guy out. I'll show you something about this. So basically you're trying to find the simplification of this, the factorization, and we did a lesson on factoring. So let's break down this top section first, and then we'll worry about the bottom. So if we're going to factor this, remember this is a trinomial, it's got a square, then another number, so recognize that as a trinomial that probably came from two binomials. And remember that this r squared came from doing r times r, that gave us the r squared. We know that the 6 came from multiplying something times something to equal 6. So let's just list 1 times 6. Could have been negative 1 times negative 6. That gives us a positive, right? We could have done 2 times 3, or negative 2 times negative 3. And that's all the ways we could multiply to positive 6. So we're just looking for the one that adds to a negative 5. And that, of course, is going to be this right here. R minus 2 times R minus 3. Right? Okay, so that's our factorization. Now we'll worry about this bottom one. We had r squared minus 4. This is a tricky one that doesn't look like a trinomial, but remember that we could rewrite this way if we want. 0 times r would be 0, right? And then we'd have r squared plus 0 minus 4. Well, adding a 0 doesn't mean anything, so it would be the same as having r squared minus 4. But if we look at it this way, we can factor it just like we did the other one. Only this time we've got our r squared, which comes from r times r. And then we know that this negative 4 came from something times something. So just list the ways to get a negative 4. 1 times negative 4, negative 1 times positive 4, or 2 times negative 2. Well, when we look, we want to add to 0. Well, 2 plus negative 2 is 0. So it's going to be plus 2 minus 2. Now we can get to simplifying our original expression, because the numerator, when we factor it out, looks like this. So we have r minus 2 times r minus 3 divided by r plus 2 times r minus 2. Okay. Well, since these are multiplied together and these are multiplied together, we can cancel out like terms, or not like terms, same terms. We have an r minus 2 here and an r minus 2 here. They cancel out because anything divided by itself is 1. So essentially you just have 1 times whatever's left, and multiplying by 1 doesn't change anything. So when the r minus 2's cancel out, we're left with r minus 3 divided by r plus 2, which should be your final answer. R minus 3 divided by r plus 2. And if you really are in doubt, just make up a number for r. Just say r equals 1 or something and test it out. Plug it into your original equation and then your final answer and see if it matches. So we could do that really easily. If r equals 1, then we'd have 1 squared, which is 1, minus 5 times 1. 1 minus 5 is negative 4, plus 6 is 2. So we'd have 2 on top. On the bottom we'd have r squared is 1 times 1 again. Minus 4 is negative 3. So we'd have 2 over negative 3, or negative 2/3. Well, let's plug it in here. And we have r equals 1. 1 minus 3 is negative 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. Negative 2/3. So you know that it worked. It means the same thing. Okay, there you go.